round of the semifinals is the goal, and it runs through 6-star right now, Coffee. So off the start of this hill, we're going to see a break, and it will be the side of the Floppr that are in there first.
Yes, they are. As Zoe draws the first blood, Minnesota setting down their tent pegs quick, fast, and in a hurry. Vander makes his way down. Oh, wow. He was through a whole magazine trying to eliminate one, but gets taken out himself as Fade gets knocked out. Zoe on the hill. Hey, while you're there, pour me a cup of coffee there, Zoe. I'll take it straight. And Zoe just holding it down. Trophy going out. Fade trying to work the long back stretch around. Is he going to go for P2? No, he's going to try to come in the back door of P1 up at the DJ booth. Trophy on trophy violence right there is the Bionic Bandit. Gets mowed down. Marcus holding down the P1 hill at the bar right now. Oh, man, but somebody hit him with a fake ID. William on the P2 hill as it kicks off right now. 25-14 in favor of the Minnesota Floppr.
ID is good and valid, and I'd like a pina colada while we're at the 6-star. But 3 kills in for the slots right now. There won't be a break yet for the Floppr, as they were kind of focused on this hill from the get-go, the slots were. So good kills in from this on the start of this hill. And they're going to seem to find a few more. Fade, finding 2, and then a quick trade back from the Floppr will make this a bit mixy inside the hill. You want to find these kills if you're the sloth. You work so hard for these spawns, but Buddha with the Renetti and just clearing out this hill right now. Now these kills become a lot harder to get when they're looking from the inside out, and Buddha is just frying right now. Off to an 8-3 start. One more for the Cruise, and it's going to be Xander trying to find a late break into this one. 15 seconds left. As we see a couple of those rotation kills go over, Buddha will find himself that Cruise, and it looks like the Floppr have the rotation over. So a lot of heavy work to be done by Floppr coming up, and they'll have to do it with the missile out of the sky potentially coming down on them.
Potentially 35-33 in favor of the Floppr as Marcus works the long flank around. Oh, man. Nice. Ooh, ouch.
Marky Mark.
And man, then Vander gets mowed down. Zoe heads his way over to the Tiki Bar, and he just sets up camp right there. He gets a quick hello there, toss it out one of his own. Then he gets another hello there. Hi, how you doing? Get mowed down. And you too. There's a nice two-piece right there. KP just got relieved. And Vander working his way into the P3 that place. As he's holding down the P3 hill for the Seattle Sloths. 51-43 in favor of Minnesota, though. Fade tossing a couple. Now, while you're at it there, Fade, go over to that espresso machine. Hook me up. Hold down the hill while you're at it. Fade gets taken down, trying to make his way around from the bar. 57-51 Seattle. Marcus gets taken down real quick as we get ready to go to this P4Q. 65-51 in favor of Seattle.
I actually think it was it the Seattle Surge in the CDL that were winning these hard points with way less kills? Might have been the other way around. I'm not sure. But right now the Sloths are being completely outslain, but they're currently in the lead on the scoreboard. So a lot of work to be done, but I mean, you can be only happy with where you are at right now. The slaying has been completely in the favor of the Floppr, and they're gonna have to find another level right now. But stopping guys like Fade and Xander, who've been finding a lot of these kills. Xander with another 2-kill break. Gonna need some help on this hill as the Bionic Bandit gonna snap him up with the rival. And another trade in from Buddha, who's been just crazy on the map right now. 16-5 out there. Again, will go down finally. It's the Sloth teamwork that is just keeping them in this game. 20 seconds left to be gained. It looks like it will be going the way of the Floppr. So we'll have to see if the Sloths can get themselves set up in P1. Find a lot of these kills. Find an early wipe so they can get their guns pointed outwards. And maybe get themselves back into this game, as it is about a 14-point lead. Going to climb up a little bit more with Marcus getting the scrap time, but a little bit of work to be done for the Sloth.
476 in favor of Minnesota right now as this P1 kicks back off as Xander works his way around the stairs, hops down, comes, oh man, doesn't make it around the corner before getting taken down, and Zoe gets mowed down himself. Marcus doesn't even make it over to the bar. The Bionic Bandit working his way in. Buddha on a 3 spree right now. Bionic Bandit just ran into all kinds of gunfire, and Buddha gets taken out off the railing. And there's just all kinds of carnage going on. Marcus tossing a nade, doesn't connect. Seattle on the hill, trying to get caught up with a 103-83 lead for Minnesota there. Marcus behind the bar, checking IDs, reloading his rival. Watching left, watching right. Little AD spam there. As everything calms down at P1 for right now. and we're getting ready to
Oh.
rotate over to P2 as Minnesota gets the scrap. Do they chain it? Yes, they do. 106.99 in favor of the Floppr.
And the Sloths maybe finally just setting into the pace of this game, and then the Floppr turned it on their head with the hard rotate, as the Sloths did not know what to do with their hands with those guns in them, and they were just guns kind of sitting there, and then eventually the Floppr hit old a little bit and then killed them all and took news. So a little bit of a weird moment, but Bionic Bandit again finding two on the outside and gonna pick up Marcus and Vent too. Wow, that man is shooting. So now, quickly after they tied the game up, the Sloths are back to being down around 30 points once again with 30 more seconds to be claimed and the rotation in the Flopper's favor. So if I'm the Sloths, I'm either choosing to hard rotate or hard commit to old. And right now, they look like they're going to do a little bit of both, or maybe it's the push through old and now they can get going on the way to new anyway. So Fade and Marcus connecting with a huge 2 there. 14 seconds left to be gained on this one. And all they'll need to do is find a big break here, is because the Flopper will have the lead and look to gain even more off of this hard P3 hold.
As we get ready for this P4, 138, 117 in favor of Minnesota. Looks like William was getting rest of the scrap time, but oh, there we go. Minnesota on the P3 hill at the Tiki Bar. Fade trying to work his way up from the pool. Ooh, sees one, takes one. Oh, but gets taken down by the Bionic Bandit. Trophy going down on this P3 hill, 152, 119 in favor of Minnesota. Bandit and Zoe are holding down this P3 hill as Bandit gets a hello there. Oh man, one caught him from behind the bar. Fade working his way into the Tiki Bar right now. Seattle's going to try to break it, 162, 120 in favor of Minnesota. Marcus gets taken down. William doesn't make it very far into the hill. It's all Minnesota on this P3 hill as we get ready to go to P4. Oh, and Seattle breaks it again. 169, 125 in favor of the Floppr.
And this is why you sometimes have to hard commit to that rotation, or else you just keep falling behind this wheel. And right now it is Minnesota shooting very well, and they will keep you outside of this hill for another 20, 30 seconds more than likely again. So doing with the same problem, it's Buddha, the Bandit, Zoe, they're all combining for kills. 60-point lead on the way, gonna be maybe more, and the Sloths are just scrambling to the hill trying to make up for lost time, but again, they're gonna have to choose to hard rotate maybe at some point, and I don't think they will. It's a tough hill to rotate to anyway, and right now 30 seconds left of the game. This game will be more than over if you allow them to get to that 220, so maybe the late break in now. Fade finds one, Mark is gonna find a second. Need to find these trades out. Somebody's gotta help my man Marcus on this point. He's looking left, he's looking right. KB and Buddha will clean your teammates. So William gonna go down in the middle. Looking really good from this Flopper team, though, Coffee, down the stretch.
Yeah, it is. 205, 129 in favor of Minnesota as Fade gets taken away. Zoe holding down the rest of the... Oh, I'm sorry. Zoe is already set up for the P1 to kick off, as it looks like KP was getting the rest of that scrap time off P4. William now up on the DJ stage, working his way around. Going to go ahead and step foot onto the hill for Seattle. Keeping it, trying to get caught up. 219, 137 in favor of the Flopper, though. William behind the bar. Oh, no ID, no drinking for you. So here we go. Seattle's got a long way to go, though, as the hill tie up. There we go. Seattle goes back onto the hill. It did go white for the couple seconds right there. But we're looking at a 50, 69, nice point lead for Minnesota right now. Fade works his way up, look on a 3 spree of his own. Poppin' Daddy. Is he going to be able to make it around to P2? Marcus gets taken out. Fade working the long flank over to that P2 area as it gets ready to kick off. 219, 172 in favor of Minnesota.
You've got to hit this level of crack to play this map, and Fade has clearly hit it as he was just hitting the 180 turn on them. Marcus trying to do the same. These are huge kills out of the slot. They look like they're going to get the back spawn here, too. This has been a really good P1 into P2 for them. They're going to find some of these outside kills. One more member in the point. They got to chow together here, or else they can get cleaned up in a mess of this. Zoe is going to be a tough kill. He's switched over to their side. There we go. Vander found him, and they'll find some of the kills in the middle, too. These outside kills are so big. I mean, this is such a great job from the Sloths after that really successful P1. But this P2 is falling apart in front of them as Buddha is now in. Bandit's now in. They're going to find a lot of these kills. Guns from the outside. They've got preferred spawns for next, but you can lose it here. 10 more seconds for the Floppr as we see the slots pinching on them now. They're going to find these kills, so they will get in. 8 seconds is now the name of the game. Looks like the Chows are going to come out. 3 in the feed for the Floppr. This looks to be it. 7 more seconds, 6 more seconds. Will the slots get there? And then they'd have to get to the rotation. So it looks like one player is going to do it, but they won't be able to get the old time. And that will be 250 to 174, I believe, for the Floppr. Or 250 to 0. Depends on how you like it. If you're visual or an auditory learner, you tell me. But I think we know it's a lot closer than that.
Either or, either. Yes, he is. As we're looking from KP's point of view, Minnesota on the defense, Marcus is the bomb carrier. Here we go. Hello there's going out on both ends. KP sending some up into that window. Give it a couple love taps, but Buddha draw the first blood on the fade. KP still watching the window, but Marcus is going to work the flank around, or he was. KP just relieved him of duty.
Oh boy, and he's looking that bomb,
right is down. In 4 or 3 on 2. Oh man, AP just going to town, then he gets traded out. It's a 2v1. There we go. Minnesota take the first round 1-0.
Yeah, once that bomb is down there, I mean, they didn't really wait on it like they could have, I guess, but they had numbers anyway, and they end up executing. But gonna need to see more grenades, guys. I'm a grenade guy. Coffee's the cruise guy. I'm the grenade guy, and we're hoping to see more of both in this series. As there was no trophies there. You could have maybe broke your way in a bit better if you were either team, but anyway, we threw some stuns. It was good. We got some stuff out, but I'm gonna get picked up now. If you are the Floppr, team to see where they go. Maybe a bit more of a mid split. Yeah, we're gonna see a 2-2 kind of off the start. Still gonna take up some of that A pressure. Stuns are gonna come out. There we go. There's a nade in the back of the site. Not gonna hit anybody. Trophies are now down, and we got a split now from the Floppr, which kind of all right. But Xander's gonna pick up one, so that'll make the trades out a little bit. 1v1 now. Buddha finds another. 3-3 are the lives remaining, but we do see a little bit more B control from the Floppr.
Yeah, and Xander just went up to go, and he got nailed real quick, fast, and in a hurry. The Bionic Bandit working his way around. He's all that is left for Minnesota. It's a 1-on-3. What's the Bandit going to do? The bomb is down, and it's being guarded by Marcus.
Holding that down.
Bandit working his way over to A. Sees one, takes one, 2. Nice 2-piece right there from the Bionic Bandit. Marcus is all that's left. 28 seconds left in the round. Let's turn this into a TDM and find him. Marcus is no longer. Yeah, Marcus is just off the bomb if I'm looking at the mini map right. So here we go. Makes his way through P2. Bandit is the bomb carrier. Will he have enough time to plant? Marcus heading behind him over on that B side. Here we go. Starts to plant. No. Seattle take the round off the bagel, 1 apiece.
A really smart round there from Marcus. He knew we got the bomb down. That's kind of what I was looking for last round. And once he had that bomb, he was just protecting it. The kind of split pressure from the Floppers seemed to kind of backfire when they dropped both guys over to that A bomb, but kind of worked back into their favor because Bandit was able to get all the way through the map and came up right down long of the defending team spawn. So it's just nowhere near where they were reading him. He finds 2, makes it a little bit sketchy in the 1v1, but Marcus just using them fundamentals and knowing to defend a bomb. Bomb wasn't there after I checked it this time. Got to go get the bomb planted with the red time on the clock and finding that kill to even us up at 1. But now we see a little bit more of a fort. Like, Sloths have been sending all their guys when they do come over here. And Buddha's going to always find his. He's going to find one there now again. Marcus puts the smoke in. He's going to try and find his way in here. Buddha's going to clean up one more, though, now as well. It's a 4v2. This push has not gotten the way the Sloths would think. And they've got all their guns pushed out now still if you are the Floppr. This kill up top is going to go the way of Buddha again. Give him the 4th. This is the ace, but he will get picked up by Marcus. KP's going to trade him out rather quickly, though. So 2-1 now for the Floppr after they shut the door at the A site.
Wow, yeah, they shut it and locked it real quick.
Locked it behind a Buddha statue.
Had to be.
as he was anything but a statue, picking up all those kills with the sub, even challenging up top office with the sub. I mean, that's a guy who knows he can drop 40 on you, and he did so last round. So to see again what we get now. I mean, the Floppr did do a bit more of a split push last time, but maybe this time after that last round, they feel confident in a pack and want to just hit something and hit it hard. But no, it looks like they are going to keep one-man split. That will be the Bandit again, who's looking to always lurk and roam. So William has a tough job here. Solo defending this A site. He's going to just lay down, but he's going to get double challenged. That is unfortunate as all these kills coming now. Floppr going to keep the inside track. They will get this bomb down for free at A as these Sloth members are over at B.
Zoe gets the bomb planted.
Banner moving.
Here we go. It is a 2v2. Marcus working his way through the bar, through the main bar, the DJ booth. There's a smoke. Is he going to be able to make it over there to get the defuse? The long way around. 21 seconds left. Marcus with a nice kill onto Zoe. Means Buddha is all that is left for the Minnesota Floppr. Oh, no! Minnesota take them out. They're up 3-1.
Yeah, Marcus had just played that slow enough. Knew he was going to have to check eventually, and Buddha knew he had to check, and he gets this chow. A nice hop out just to dodge some bullets. Again, a tough guy to be in that last 1v1 if you're Marcus, right? As he is definitely hot right now. So really a nice clutch out of Buddha again. That's going to be 3-1 for the Floppr now, taking our first 2-round advantage of this search and destroy.
Here we go. Seattle on offense. Minnesota on defense. Marcus, the bomb carrier, working his way around. Looks like, oh, there we go. Going towards A. The nades are coming out for you there, Q, as Marcus takes the underground flank. Oh, man, but KP draws first blood, takes the bomb carrier down. Buddha just proned out over on that A side. Gives a couple love taps. Oh, catches one out the window. Minnesota 4-1.
Yeah, they're flying at them now, throwing those A's and getting in there. Buddha knows no restrictions. He's got that pistol out and checks left, checks right, and gonna take out the flying office member. That is up to 4-1 now. If you are the Floppr, you've looked dominant, looked really good in that map 1, looking good again now. 6-star has been friendly to them so far. Would say this is starting to become a must-win round for the Sloths. Don't want to go down to 5-1. See what their defense looks like now.
Buddha had the bomb, put the bomb down. Zoe picked it up. William tossed it a nade. Fade draws the first blood onto Buddha. William covering that bomb site, but gets taken down on that A side. Zoe being very careful. Nicely hidden. Sends a couple rounds towards Fade. Oh, Zoe at the planter. Fade working his way around. 53 seconds left. 3v3. Fade watching that A bomb site like a hawk. Doesn't know that Zoe is right there on the other side of the statue. KP gets taken out of the office by Xander, excuse me. And then Xander gets traded out by the Bionic Bandit. Fade is all that is left. Fade versus the Bandit. And Zoe is getting the bomb planted right now. Bomb's planted at A. Fade comes running up, takes down Zoe. So it's a 1-on-1. Fade and the Bionic Bandit from downstairs. Oh, man. Fade with the Renetti comes up, gets the defuse with more time than he needs to do anything. Minnesota, Seattle start to catch up 4-2.
When a Bionic Bandit comes flying from the top ropes, he's going to catch that Fade, though, because Fade absolutely pulling the pistol out on him, finding the 2-piece to get them hopefully back into the series here. That was a huge round. I mean, going down 5-1 like that would have been devastating, but bringing it to 4-2 after a clutch like that, maybe you can find fire now if you are the Sloth, as they look to maybe get a bit out of this A area. Psych, nope, they are going right back there. Hopefully with a few trophies, as I see Fade's carrying one of them, and he is in the mid lane, so we're going to have to see what else is on that left side as KP, and it looks like probably Buddha are going to fly through there once again and clear you out once again. And they're going to find that third kill from Zoe too. So now into the 3v1. Fade left in the middle. Going to have to pull another clutch out. And maybe the Renetti will come in now as well. So he's going to have to find this. There's one. Going to bring him into the 1v2. Going to nade his back path and just look to create some space from this team. Maybe calm things down a minute, as that was a quick start to this round. Fade now challenging this out. Trying to spot these players, but he's got no look at where they are. Now he's going to see this one, get shots in late. Pulls out that Renetti we know he does really good work with. Gonna pull out now, and the trade will come in though. And unfortunately, that will not be the clutch from Fade, and that will bring this to 5-2.
Alright, as we see, the Bionic Bandit get that last kill on the Fade. And now here we go. Match point. Will Minnesota take it, or will Seattle be able to survive? Minnesota on the offense. Seattle on the defense. Let's do this. As Buddha is the bomb carrier right now, as William makes his way around. Looks like drops it, gives it to Zoe. William making his way through the bar. Everybody's going over to A. Bandit drawing the first blood onto Marcus. Yeah. And Xander gets taken down. Zoe has the bomb, all kinds of time. William is all that's left. Bionic Bandit sees him. Doesn't matter. Zoe took him out. Minnesota Floppr take the map 6-2.
Yeah, I mean, some nice rounds out of the slots. Looked a little bit better than that score will say, but another round from Buddha, just releasing terror on this match. Finding another couple kills in this last round.
Here we go. Control on invasion, looking from the Bionic Bandit's point of view. The Minnesota Floppr are on the offense with it. Looks like a small stack on that. Small stack on that B point. Word to Jim. Now, oh man, it was a small stack, but Minnesota did manage to get one tick on that B site, as Xander is backing out of the alley after doing some house cleaning. And oh man, Bionic Bandit got him from clear across the street. KP working his way around. Looks like he's going to make his way over towards that A site. Whereas I'm looking at the mini map, right? Yeah, they're splitting it up. One going to A, three going to B. We already have a small stack on B. Word to Jim with Buddha and the Bionic Bandit. Taking a look now. Two ticks coming up at B. Working hard on it. We're at 2.5. Nice rounds going upstairs. Going by Buddha. Taking out Marcus. That B point. Let's go ahead and say that B point is now secured. We have another minute to play with, Q.
Yes, and we'll have to see where the Floppr can find success in finding holes in the Seattle Sloth setup, as it is always about finding those holes, finding those moments you can snap onto that A point. Right now, Floppr finding a couple kills up near the top of that map, but those players will spawn up in a fine position to defend you again, so you do have to end up moving on those kills rather quickly. Eventually, when you find the moment, you find a couple kills, you snap into action, and you fly to that point. But right now, number 3's moved his way up the hill. Fade finding one in the top. He will see if they can make their way towards the hill. Bionic Bandit going to find that one now. Traded out, though, so that will be the threat stop from a street. But a couple of these white arrows have found their way to the gas station now. We look now from the sky view, and they're going to try and clean these up. Mark is going to go back into the shop mall, as it's Buddha trying to find his clearing out here and find some room onto this A point. But one member still in the A point in William, and Buddha will get traded out by his friends. So 3 more members now coming from the spawn are the Minnesota Floppr. But right now, no holes being given from the Seattle Sloth.
As William holding on to that 8 point towards Seattle Sloth, making sure nobody comes in. KP gets taken out. Buddha up on the tank at mid. William is not budging from that A point. So we know Minnesota's not going to be taking that hill unless they just decide to all go there at the same time. The Bionic Bandit goes ahead and takes one from outside. There's one. Oh, there's a 2-piece for the Bandit. Trophy going down on that A side with the contest. It don't matter because we do have a small stack on A. Word to Jim's. Bandit and Zoe holding down that A hill. One ticket A. Zoe gets taken down. Trophies galore all over that A hill. But it's just one tick for Minnesota. 8 seconds left. 4 lives left for the Floppr. Are they going to be able? They need to get on there and stop the clock, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Seattle started out 1-0.
Yeah, and if you could draw up how it kind of start you'd want for the defense on invasion control, obviously that is how you'd want it to look this far into the series. As they, I think, give up an extra tick on that A point, but all things considered, winning the round is what you want to do. So 1-0 for the Sloths. We'll have to see what their offense now looks like. Floppers, though, off to a little bit of a slow start, but I'm sure this defense will turn this around as these guys were defending the A point on 6-star more than well enough. And love we got the workout skin out now from one of them, but this is going to be an A hit from the Sloths, and I don't really think the Floppr are exactly the best place to defend this. There's two members going to slide right on in. They will get one kill on the cross, so it'll be these kills now, and the shooting from Zoe through the wall is going to do wonders for their defense. They're going to send all 4 members of the Sloths back to the spawn.
You can wallbang that?
You can wallbang that.
As KP, oh man, gets one outside of P4 in the park as Xander on the B hill right now, starting to capture for the Seattle Sloths, but he gets taken out real quick by a nade from the Bionic Bandit. It's Buddha. Oh man, takes one out takes out, who's he take? He gets William over by Ice Cream, but he gets traded out by Marcus over at the forklift. Marcus working his way over onto that B hill. Goes upstairs for a higher vantage, gets the high ground. Drops down onto the hill for the contest. And here we go. We're starting to capture. Oh, started a capture over a B, but didn't go very far. Zoe trying to make his way through the alley. Gets taken down. William working back around. 31 seconds left in this first round as the Bionic. Oh man, the Bionic Bandit gets taken down off the top of the vehicle. KP does some relieving. 20 seconds left, Q. Wow.
Yeah, this is the tough part about taking that A push at the start. You might not get back to B, and it looks like that's how it's gone so far. Zoe has picked it up and is now frying back at them, keeping them pinned down into their spawn. Does not look like the Sloths are going to get this B point. Maybe now they will, and all you need is one push, and if they get all these ticks, they'll have more time at it, but AP is going to confidently roll in here. We still got almost 20 lives for the Floppers, so they're not worried, as they're going to take all these chows and find those kills, and the Sloth are not going to get, I don't think, any ticks on that offense, which may become a problem down the line, but currently the score is still just 1-1. You got to be thinking about just the next round on invasion at times, because it's when you start to look in the advance into the future that you run into trouble, and you might just lose it quick. So
one round at a time. So here we go. Minnesota back on offense. And let's go. KP working his way through the motor line. All red fade drawing the first blood on the Bionic Bandit, but KP on that A hill for Minnesota. Oh man, KP goes ahead, takes out William. Buddha over, looks like he was over there in the middle by the tank. Yeah, he's over in mid, over on the other side of the tank. Oh, hi, how you doing? Quick reload. Watching the middle of the map, takes down William. A 1 life advantage right now for Minnesota. But we're also starting progression on that B hill. Buddha on a 5 spree. KP comes back onto that A hill. 1 on each. That's what I like to see. 1 ticket B, 1 ticket A. We're slowly building it up. We have a small stack over at A. We're to Jim. Ticket and a half. And a contest on that B point. That half tick's going to go bye-bye. But it doesn't matter. Oh, man. Seattle went ahead, cleared off the A hill. So there's 2 ticks on A and 1 tick on B for Minnesota.
Yeah, finding success at both. But again, you do need to get kind of the setup down. As once these teams are pushed up on that top half of the map on defense, it is just tough to get by them. Maybe a little easier if Zoe can find this kill. Going to have some help though, but Marcus does not need it as he is firing back. Again, just try to get some space created. KP going to rip up this street. They need to find a successful push. They're going to be working on red time here any second now. And it's Fade finding that first kill. Going to snap in, find another. They know he's here. They're worried about him. Both arrows are turned that way, and there's another member coming ahead of them. So it's a big kill onto him. The pre-fire is going to work for Buddha, but he'll get traded out. William now left to make the trade, and he's not going to find it. KP's going to find that kill, so this clock will still run. Sorry, will not run as they're on the point. Another kill from KP, another big hold they want all 3 of these ticks, and the ticks will look great for them going into round 5 once we get there. But right now, they're going to add another minute onto the clock. Minute 24. They're up in lives now, too, is the interesting part. So if they find some of these kills through the mid plays, this could become just a TDM match, as you say, Coffee.
Yes, it will. In fact, here we go. Buddha, Cruz, kaboom! Doesn't connect, but he gets a little bit of information. Fade. I'm sorry, Bionic Bandit. Working his way over to that A side. 11 and 10 for the Bandit right now. 57 seconds left. Bionic Bandit gets taken down. Zoe. Oh man, out of the middle of the map gets taken down. KP at the tank on a 5 spree. Basically, he's in their spawn saying, hi, how you doing? Gets another one. He's got that Cruise in his back pocket. KP working his way through the gas station. Holding it down. 34 seconds left. As the Bionic Bandit is on that A hill. No lives left for the Seattle Sloths. A 6 life advantage. But it don't matter. Minnesota took all the zones. They're up 2-1.
Yeah, it's just tough. They were so close to being able to hold them out and not get them either of the zones fully captured, and then just took that one push to finish off B, and they do so. That minute gets added on the clock, and the lives were not in their favor either. So just a tough scenario to be in at that point, and now it's 2-1 for the Floppr with a defense here potentially to close this series out. They would just need to find this defense, and I mean Zoe is just being posterized by the control boards not updating, unfortunately. I'm very sorry, Zoe. I know you're doing better than that, so either way, Seattle on the way there. There we go. Zoe's got more damage at least, showing us there. But Buddha holding on to this V zone. They're pushed up now. Sloth's going to try and fight their way back into this one. 3 members on and 1 on A. Almost got that tick on A, it looks like, but I don't think they did. So it will be now the B cap. Looks like they will get this one, though, regardless. And it's going to be a late chow here from number 3, it looks like, maybe. He's going to just hang out right now. So going to get that B zone capture, but both teams know they must capture this A zone to force this game on. So they are going to just focus on the A defense if you are the Floppr. But Marcus finding 2 kills through the mid. They're going to try and snap over, but losing a few of these initial fights. Fade's going to find one in the mid. This number 6 player is another big one now as he's flying through. Bionic Bandit going to find one in the middle. This Laundry player needs to do a lot of work to get his gun aimed in. There's going to find one there. Going to snap into this A point, but he's going to get killed on the cross. So, and after Marcus goes down, Marcus won't go down here, so that's a huge kill to find to keep some pressure on the point. But now the Bandit just shooting in the back some of these players.
As Buddha works his way around the front of that A hill, tossing a nade, doesn't connect. No, it doesn't. Well, it did. Got a hit marker out of it, but Buddha defending that A hill for all that he's worth right now against this Seattle offense. Even lives. Oh, nice. KP got one from the other side of the LT, inside the bike shop. Makes his way across. Zoe looking over at the A bomb site. Now he's going to cover the back alley. Gets one there. 4 life advantage for Minnesota. Marcus at the tank. Takes out the trophy. Here we go. Let us do something here. 58 seconds left. Buddha defending that A zone. He is the only one there. Everybody else is out running around playing TDM. The Bionic Bandit makes his way upstairs, gets some high ground. Looking around saying, hi, how you doing? Looking for somebody. Oh, Buddha gets a couple love taps in. See some tracers come around the inside. Oh, man, Bionic Bandit gets taken down outside the alley. KP gets relieved. Marcus on a 5 spree right now. Buddha gets taken out. Here we go. Seattle is starting the A push. Starting the A capture. Small stack on that A point. One to Jim's 1 ticket A. Zoe comes in, tries to clean out. No dice. 22 seconds left. 2 ticks at A for the Seattle Sloths. Will Seattle force a round 5? Looks like they're getting ready to. KP comes in for the contest. Minnesota with 4 lives left. Buddha comes in for the contest. Cleans house.
But it's still not over yet. They got to find these other ones too.
Buddha, man, they were not able to get Buddha out of there, so Buddha is clearing off almost an entire tick of progression. 8 seconds left in the round.
Oh,
Seattle down to
Buddha.
3 lives. Minnesota down to 3 lives. Marcus working his way up there, saying, "Okay, let's clean house." No, the time ran out. Minnesota take the control 3-1.
Yeah, Buddha just shutting the door there, unfortunately. Just